Hey y'all, I'm coming to you from my fancy bedroom, but I know y'all don't care. So David's watching TV. I didn't want to bother him. He worked hard last night. I doing stuff in there one time to see if it's gonna take me a little bit. I run him off in here to the bedroom. He'll come here and watch TV. I didn't feel like running him off today, and you've seen my middle room. It's a junk room, so why not? um, so the first thing we're going to do, and just get out of the way, is for those of you that are keeping up with my back issues. Today was the long-awaited for MRI. Now, he said they will have the results today. It's just to be according if they want to get back to me or not. And when I was leaving, I noticed there was a sign on the door that said they closed at 3 o'clock today. So I don't look for them to probably get to me today. I don't know if that doctor that, reads them, if they'll somehow contact me, or if they have to give it to my back doctor and then he has to give it to me. They didn't say, so I don't really know. But I will tell you this. It was agonizing. It was the longest 30 minutes. I can't lay on the bed. You already know that. And so laying on that flat bed thing that goes up in there, it was rough. This is the other thing. They have you answer, all the questions. One of them's, are you claustrophobic? Yes, check. I've had more than one MRI on my back other than this one. They've never pushed me all the way in. So, I'm a big girl. And when they schedule it, at least these days, they used to didn't. Like my brother's dad, he was big in his belly. And he had to go get an MRI because his back was messed up and he couldn't fit in it. So at least today, they take into consideration and send you to the place where they have the bigger machines. So that doesn't happen. So I go in there and we got me laid down and everything. And, first he goes, you answer all the questions. Do you have the metal anywhere, anything like that? And he goes, okay, well, you go ahead and take off your earrings. And I'm like, oh, no, we can't do that. Like, if I take these things off, I will never get them back in. Yeah, it's these ones are here with the horseshoe ones with the little balls on it, you see. I've had to go and have the piercer take them off and change them for me because my fingers are so fat and those balls are so little. I can't hold it and then get it, positioned on there to twirl it on. I said, oh, no, these got twirly things on them. I cannot. He goes, well, you run a risk of them, burning your ear. I'm like, well, they've never burned my ear before. And, I've had knee MRIs, several of them, several back MRIs, and I've never, taken them off. Only when I've had them on my head. I've had MRIs on my head and CT scans on my head, I should say. I took them out for that, but I don't think I had all these. I don't think I did these kinds anyway. So he goes, okay, well, we like to say that you do, but you do whatever. So I left them in. And I go in there and I get laid down and I ask him, do I need to put my hands up? He says, no, just by your side will be fine. He said, it'll be tight, it'll be snug, but you'll be fine. And I'm thinking, the first thing I told my husband, I'm thinking, that don't sound right. Because every other time I had them, I had to lay there with my arms up in the air. And I'm like, that ain't making no sense. He starts that machine, it's automatic what pulls you up in there. And it kept going and kept going. The next thing I know, I'm all the way in that little hamster tube looking at the ceiling. Right there. I took a deep breath. He said, are you okay? I said, well, if I keep my eyes shut, I think I might make it. The saving grace was this machine had air blowing. It's the first time I've ever had one like that. Had cold air blowing, like there was an air conditioner on in there, a fan on. And so that kept it from getting stagnant. Because, it heats up anyway. The machine does. And then, they give you the headphones because, well, at first, that was another sign when he said I need the headphones because I've never had the headphones. I had one time that gave me like some music to listen to. But when you're not in it, it's loud. If you've ever had one, you know they're loud. I should have known that was a sign that he was going to push my big old butt all the way up in that thing. So it helped. But I just laid there with my eyes shut the whole time, and it was actually cold. I got cold in there, so I didn't get hot, but it hurt. Oh, it hurt. By the time we got through, it was a half hour. And I told him, I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him off this thing or not. And he came out there, and he was helping me. I couldn't get up on this side, so we switched over this side, and I was able to swing around and get up. But now they're not supposed to read them and tell you stuff, but he just got there without, I didn't ask him. He just told me, he goes, well, I know why you feel like you feel. He said, yours, and this is what he told me. He said, it is rare that I see a case as bad as yours. He said, it's nasty. That's what he said. So, I'm done cried about it. I can't cry about it no more until I hear the results and hear what they can do. If they already say they can't do surgery because I'm too fat, if it's busted up that bad, what are they going to do? I don't know. I'm going to have to do something. I got some things I'm thinking I'm going to have to figure something out. So anyway, I'll let you know whenever I get the results about that. I'll let you know exactly what they say about that. So we'll get that out of the way. But I thought, well, if I'm going to come on here, because I know you like to keep up, some of you with that. And I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and we'll talk about the new year. I ain't going to sit here and give you no resolutions. Oops, that's my big old foot. No resolutions, because I told you on my tag we did. I don't do those. Never have. I think I might have tried 1 or 2 years. It just did not work. I am not accountable to myself. I can tell myself, you're going to do so-and-so. No. The other self says, no, you're not. If you don't want to, no, you're not. So I don't hold myself to my own word. It's terrible. I'll hold up my word to other people. I will hold up my word, that 100%. But to myself, I just don't. And I don't really set goals or like things I want to accomplish, because I believe in jinx. Now, I come from a superstitious family. I don't know if it's a Southern thing, but we're superstitious. And I believe if you talk about something, you're going to jinx it. And I do it all the time anyway. I'll talk about something, jinx. I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk about it. I don't jinx it. I believe in calling stuff up. I believe if you talk about something bad, you will call that thing up and it will happen. Okay, so my daddy, very superstitious. I don't know if it was superstition or just his way of thinking, but when I was pregnant with RJ, we had went up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. This is back when we were still a family. Let's just leave it at that. And I was pregnant with RJ, so he's 33. That tells you how long ago it was. So we went up to the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is in our North Carolina mountains. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. If you are ever in North Carolina, do yourself a favor. Ride the Blue Ridge Parkway. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Anyway, so we went to one of the little parks they have up there. You can go like a stream, where you have picnics. Mama, she put it on. We had all the food. I mean, she was old school. She did what she said. She put on the dog. So we were out there, and it started raining. Well, I was pregnant. I wasn't humongo yet. I got that way, let me tell you. So it started raining. We started making a dash for the vehicles. Well, I started running. I wasn't doing no marathon. I was just, jogging along to get to the car, and he almost had a stroke. He said I was going to turn that baby upside down and whop him all up in there. I'm like, Daddy, please. My baby brother, was born a year before my son. So RJ has an uncle who's 1 year older than him. And I told my daddy, that's what you get when you marry a younger woman. Anyway, when he was a baby, you know how you play with babies? Ooh, you little tickle their little feet. He would get mad. Not like, oh, stop it. He would get mad. You're going to make him stutter. So we couldn't tickle the baby's feet because we was going to make him stutter. That's the kind of stuff I was raised up around. Mama was superstitious. All superstitious. So don't tickle your baby's feet because you'll make them stutter. So anyway, about our new year, I don't really know what to tell you. I can't come on here and be all inspirational saying I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I can say what I hope will happen. I hope my health will get better. I hope my eating will get better. I hope I lose some weight, obviously. I hope my meal state gets better. So there's things I want to happen, but I don't have any specific goals. Like, okay, I want, this specific, well, I do have specific things, but nothing that I'm willing to actually say because, like I said, I won't stick to it. And then I'll just be like, well, you failed. So to me, I do better if I just don't do it than if I do it and disappoint myself. I'm that way about expecting, and it's terrible to be that way. I got something I'll read you. Now, this is something I got to work on, is negativity. I have a habit of not expecting anything good, and that way when I don't get it, I'm not surprised. And I've pretty much always been that way. I guess when you get burned so many times, you think twice before you touch that fire. If you touch your stove eye and it burns you, you're going to think twice before you put your hand back up there. So I guess when you get burned on stuff, some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know. Life ain't always easy. Some people have it easier than others, and some people just don't. And I've just been one of those that it just seems like if it could happen, it just happens. So I've just gotten to where I don't expect the good, and that way when I don't get the good, I'm not disappointed. And when I do get the good, I'm like, oh, so excited and ecstatic about it. So that's why I'm just not like, I plan on this must happen and this must happen and this must happen. So we're just not going there. I'm going to just do what I do. I'm just going to go with it. But I am going to try to work on my negativity. My niece, she put this thing on Facebook. Let me find it. She put this thing on Facebook. I just seen it when I was in there eating my lunch a while ago. I was just scrolling through and I thought, you know what? I needed that because even when I talk to y'all in my videos, y'all know different things I say. Some of these, you can pick up on it, that's my attitude. And there's nothing wrong with, it's called Stop Apologizing, Start Thinking. There's nothing wrong with, even if you do something, that you don't have to apologize for everything you do. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to stop being so negative. I'm going to stop. It's basically about stop saying the negative and turn it to a positive. This is how I read it. So this is, I'll show you. It's this little thing. It says down here from Crazy Head Comics. I never heard of that. So these are the things, instead of saying, you should say this. So instead of saying, I'm sorry, I'm always late, say, thank you for waiting on me. So much more positive. They say, and I've read, because I can write a letter. Let me tell you, can't talk, and I get tongue-tied, and I can't think of things, and I lose my train of thought, but I can write a letter now. Let me tell y'all, I can write a letter. And I know I've always heard, and especially if you're writing, or if you're talking to your husband, or if you're talking to your children, try not to say, you don't do blah, 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 blah. Make it more positive, like, would you mind doing blah, 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 blah. Instead of putting a negative spin on it, put a positive spin on it. And it's received better. So this kind of goes along with that. Instead of being in the negative, turn it around to make it positive. So then it's like, I'm sorry for being so sensitive. How many times have I told you that? I'm sorry for crying. No. Thank you for being accepting of me. Thank y'all for being accepting of me, because you are. You support me through all of that. Sorry for being so sensitive. Sorry for crying. Sorry for, acting the way I act. So I'm going to turn that around and just say, thank y'all for accepting me just how I am. I'm sorry. I always mess up. Guess what? Every time I cook, I mess something up. And y'all know I do. Because I don't read recipes. I forget what I'm doing. The whole 9 yards. It says, thank you for being patient when I make a mistake. So thank y'all for being patient with me and still watching me cook, even though you know it's coming. Thank you for being patient. I'm sorry that you have to help me so much. Instead of that, say thank you for doing me a favor. That's another thing. When people want to do something for you, I have learned to accept it because you're robbing them of their blessing. Right? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. You might think you don't feel worthy of it. Or, oh, you don't have to do that. They're doing it because they want to do it. Not because they feel like they have to. There's an exception to everything. So don't rob them of their blessing. Thank them for doing you a favor. And the last one is, you know what? I did not even get to the. There you go. I don't read recipes. I don't read. I don't read little things. I did not get to the bottom. This is so fitting. I'm sorry for talking so much. This is what I'm going to say. Thank you for listening to me. So I think that is a perfect way to end this little video, is to say thank you for listening to me. Happy New Year. It's going to be a great year. I know it is, because I'm going to have y'all in my corner. And that's it. Thank you for listening to me. So this is my teeny little Aldi's haul. I just wanted something new to eat, something different. So I just got to looking around and noticed, I think this is their answer to lavash bread, because see how it's shaped, the Fit and Active. The flatbread original and the multigrain with flax were both 2 points for one, and I think that's how much lavash is. And I just thought the flatbread had less calories, and I just thought it might make a better cracker. I'm not a big fan of multigrain. I'll eat it, for the points or the health value, but for a cracker, I thought that might be good. So when I got that, that's it, the first one you go in, I'm like, well, I need something to dip them in when I make them. So I found this. There was a small one, but you see the size. This is a 16-ounce roasted garlic. 2 tablespoons is 1 point, or 31 grams, and then 52 grams is 2 points. So that would be a lot of hummus if you were so inclined. But I had picked up one about half that size for the same price, and I went up like the little specialty items. See, I don't go in Aldi's much. If I do it, I get Instacart, because I don't go out and shop actually in the grocery stores on an occasion. So today was just an occasion I wanted to do it. So they have like that little specialty section with a lot of stuff I won't eat, but I thought, well, you know what? I have had hummus that I like, and roasted garlic I like, so we're going to have that with our crackers. Then they have some specialty things. Fresh bruschetta topping. This is tomato artichoke. 2 tablespoons for 1 point, or 4 tablespoons, for 3 points. And I'm not like gigantic on artichokes, but you see how they're chopped up in there? I do like spinach and artichoke dip, and I like tomatoes. So I thought, well, we'll give that a try. They had orange, cranberry, and strawberry balsamic. And I wasn't sure about the strawberry balsamic. I knew I liked the cranberry, but I didn't know about it with crackers. So we're going to try that. Now this is because Denise over at Dish with D talks about these things all the time. She puts them on all kind of stuff, and I'm like, well, you know what? I need to too. I got things I want some little crunchy crunches on. So a teaspoon is 0 points. That's for oatmeal or like my little pumpkin puddings I make, pumpkin pie puddings, different little things. A teaspoon will be enough to get a crunch. And if you want to go all the way up to a tablespoon, it's only 1 point for these. I wrote over it pepitas, roasted with salt. So I'm excited to put those on something. Then the grapes were only $1.29 a pound, and somebody had already apparently fished out of that bag, so that's the perfect size for me. Now these I'm excited about. This is one of their little special buys. Joan calls it I think she calls it the Isle of Doom or something, because it always gets you every time you go down it. But I have those little containers from the Dollar Tree when I divvy out my dips and whatnot. Like I'll do it for this hummus. I don't know about that because I might want more than one. I might want all the way up to 4 tablespoons because it looks kind of big. And the lids do not stay on. This is for condiments on the go, so you know I'm going to open it. You know the lid has to stick. I should have pulled it out when I was there, but you can see it's got a screw top. Check that out. And I'm going to bet without even measuring it, which I will measure first, that is 2 tablespoons. That I can just throw in my refrigerator drawer, and if it falls over, the worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to get on the lid. So I got 4 of them because sometimes I like to have 2 different dips. So there were only $1.99. They had these other little things for you girls that work. These little, same company, they were in the same little box. Probably about the size, maybe a little smaller, about the size of this little container. A snack divided. One side it showed like a picture of hummus, and the other side like little baby carrots with a little closed down lid. Cute. I would have got them, but I don't have any occasion to go out and take a dip with me because I don't go anywhere enough that I can't, hold on until I get home. Fight that drive-thru because, y'all, I fight that drive-thru. I fought it today. I won it today. And I went to the store instead. So I think I did good. Now I'm going to show you just a couple things I got at Goodwill because they were right down the street from where I was. So hold on a minute. Okay, this is looks terrible with all them cords there, but I'm going to find something to put to hide it. But I found this little shelf the other day at Goodwill for $6. And the thing is, I don't have anything to decorate. I don't have anything to put on it. I might end up having to put some cookbooks on it. So I just wanted to show you that, to show you what I got today that I'm hoping is going to work. So hold on one more time. Okay, I'm going to try to just hold this. Y'all just have to see my junk in the background. But this was $6. And I was thinking that might look cute on the top. And you see there's a plug-in right there. If I can reach the little strip, I think it's got a strip in it. I just looked at it and don't even know. Anyway, I thought hopefully that might look cute on top. If it don't, I'll just have to find somewhere else, as long as it works. I found this for $1. I thought that would be pretty over there. Maybe find a little candle holder. Now this, I'm holding this, and I know I shouldn't because I shake. I have to look at the cookbooks. Foods from Louisiana. And I thought about Bobby when I saw this. So Bobby, if you are watching and you want this cookbook, you shoot me your address and I will gladly send it to you. It looks like it's got some tasty stuff in it. This is my most exciting find. Gooseberry Patch. Somebody paid $12.88 for it. I paid $1.49. I think I made the smarter choice. Weeknight dinners, 6 ingredients or less, and y'all know Gooseberry Patch. Look at there, pictures for everything. I'm excited to sit down and maybe make y'all something out of that. And then this one is for Deb. She's one of our moderators on our Facebook group. So she's getting this because she does really hard work. And I figured, I told you, Deb, it was 99 cents, but you know what? You are worth $1.49 to me, girl. So I'm going to send this to you. And that's it. That was my little shopping excursion for today.